national anthem was sung by Victoria Benson. Thank you.
Okay, commentators, you are going to start now.
Good afternoon, Broncos fans. I'm Ryan Nowak alongside Lindsey Thomas as we're here for this afternoon's match against the Florida Gators, the #1 ranked team in the nation. Very exciting stuff, Lindsey.
Yeah, this is going to be a good meet for the Broncos and a good test for them to see how well they do against a ranked #1 team.
Yeah. A lot of expectations here this afternoon. Unfortunately, the weather is coming to Boise. The nice weather is here now, and we've got 70-degree temperatures outside and sunny skies. So there's not a lot of people here in the gym this afternoon, but they're going to miss out on some good gymnastics. Their loss.
They are. Hopefully the girls can keep up the momentum and the volume and stuff to get their team excited to be competing against Florida.
Yeah. Pretty exciting stuff. It's the first time that the school has ever ever hosted the #1 ranked team in the nation. So
I believe this is almost the first time they've ever gone against Florida.
Really? So
that I know.
And was Florida? Do you know if Florida was supposed to be ranked pretty high preseason? I mean, when they were scheduling this match.
Coming in, yeah, I believe they're supposed to be in the top 10. I believe.
So they knew when they scheduled it that it was going to be a big deal. So we're going to start off on the vault as we like to do, and lineup tonight or this afternoon is we'll start off with Raquel Turnbow. What's she got planned for us?
I believe she is doing a Yurchenko layout.
I'm sorry, I forgot that was the one event you didn't have the.
That's okay. I watched enough practices, so I can kind of wing it right now.
Okay, so the girls are gonna go through their warm-ups and get their touches in, and we'll get started here shortly. The Gator team warming up on bars, and as you can see from that shot right there, there's not a lot of people here today, but it's going to be fun.
Good warm-up. She is going to do a layout, I believe.
Okay.
She stuck a few this week in practice. They were working on sticking their landings this whole week, and they had a big old game going on, and they had to spell out Broncos on the wall. So every time someone stuck, they put like the B up, and the next person stuck, they put an R. But if a person fell, then they had to take away a letter. So before they could move on, they had to spell out the word Broncos.
It's a good challenge for the girls. They've been doing a good job this year with their landings. Last time they had a match a couple weeks ago, they didn't have one fall on a landing. There were a couple falls on the beams, but
they're pretty solid on vault all around. Just once they need to get bars and beam together on the same day, and then they're going to be awesome.
And today would be a great day for that all to come together against this Florida team. Give them a run for their money.
I think they will. I think they know what they have to do to hit and to get a good score, and to come close to Florida. I think they know what needs to be done, and I think they're ready to do it.
Good. So we take a look at Yvette Lazaruk getting her warm up in. The lineup today for the vault, we'll see Raquel Turnbow, Ruthie Pennington, Kristen Aldrich, Yvette Lazaruk, and Diavra Todd. Diavra is going to be performing all around again today. And expect to see those other gymnasts in a couple of events as well, more than likely. Yvette Lazaruk is going to be in 3 of the events tonight.
Kristen Aldridge, she's in 3, I believe, too.
So this late in the season, everything as a coach hopefully is coming together for the gymnasts now as we're getting ready for championships, which are only a couple weeks away.
Yeah. If you notice, we only have 5 vaulters.
Yeah, I did notice that. That
instead of 6. Shanice Kraft, who usually vaults, she is out this week from a concussion that she sustained earlier in practice. So they're going to be with one less vaulter today.
And what's the decision there by Coach Sandmeyer to not fill that gap?
It depends. If someone's not ready to compete, then we're not going to push them. But also at the same time, if we have some girls that are ready, then they can go. But I think with the lineup that she has today, I think they're pretty strong, and they're counting on 5 for 5. So, and vault's one of their strongest events, so it's nothing to worry about score-wise.
But no room for error today, though.
Yeah.
With that missing vaulter.
At this time, the warm-up period has concluded.
So, warm-ups are over. Yvette's going to take one last run at it, and then we'll get started.
This afternoon, the Boise State Broncos will begin on the vault.
I think Diaver has one more warm-up vault. Each gymnast gets 2 warm-up vaults on vault, but for the rest of the time, they have a 3-minute time limit. But vault, each gymnast can go over the horse twice.
Just the touches, okay.
Yep. Takes a little longer to set the vault and all the mats and get everything ready.
But all the gymnasts have gone through and got their warm-up touches in, so we'll get started with Raquel Turnbow. Just a couple seconds here.
Looks like we have some little helpers down in the team huddle today.
Oh, fun. And are those just local gymnasts, young gymnasts, or you don't know who those are?
No, I don't really know. We have some extra people in the lineup today.
All right.
That's probably real exciting for them to be in the actual huddle with all the girls.
I'm sure.
Looks like girls are getting ready.
See Rocky as she's called by her teammates, getting ready to go. Talking to Diaver Todd, giving her a couple of pointers there.
Those two had the contest in the gym this week to stick between each other, so maybe Dee's giving her little pointers there.
It's always nice to have somebody to push you while you're working.
Nice Yurchenko layout. Just a small step on the landing, but overall pretty good.
Nice form
through the air. That was a good ball for Rocky.
Hit that landing real nicely.
Nicola Willis.
She gets congratulated by her teammates, and we'll wait for the judges to get their scores together as Ruthie Pennington gets set to go. The girls giving her a cheer.
For Boise State University on the vault.
Isn't Rufio from some movie?
I think that cheer is from Hook.
Right,
Peter
Pan.
Robin Williams.
That's where they got that from.
Correction, Ruthie Pennington.
So Ruthie's doing a front handspring front pike.
And what's the difficulty on that?
10.0. That was good.
That's it.
She fought for that landing. Tight form.
And
good solid vault for the Broncos.
And the score for Raquel Turnbow on her vault was 9-6. So we're off to a good start.
Willis, University of Florida, 9.85.
And a strong vault there by Ruthie Pennington. Should see a good score there, too.
Commentators, we have a replay of the
Gonna take a look at that vault by Ruthie Pennington. Get a look at the landing coming off the vault.
Good tight form, nice pointed toes in the air. You can see right here, she's seeing it, bends. She fights for that landing.
A lot of leg strength required to save herself from stumbling at all on that.
Yeah.
And senior Kristen Aldrich will go for the Broncos now.
I believe she's doing her Yurchenko full, which is worth a 10 also. Good push. Oh, she nails her landing.
So great start for the Broncos here.
Looks like their game's paying off this week.
Yeah.
They're good in the gym.
That a little competition to push themselves in the gym to get their landings is working out pretty good so far for them. Score for Ruthie Pennington was a 9.8. And nice vault there by Kristen Aldrich. Should give the Broncos another high 9.
Looks like Sam's pretty happy with that. She's consulting her, so. I'm not sure if what vault Yvette's doing. I think she's doing half on, Yurchenko half on, half off, but I'm not sure.
We'll see here.
See, I thought she was practicing something different this week, but to take a look at it. So she
Big
did
vault there.
Souk full, so it's half on, full off. Pretty clean overall.
Pretty clean landing. Here's a replay of Yvette's vault.
Pretty tight in the air, a little separation there, but just a step on the landing.
Kristen Aldrich got a 9.85 on her vault. And what's the difficulty on Yvette's
That's a 10.02.
vault right there? So another 10.0 difficulty.
Helps us if we have 10.0 start values, because then when you're getting deductions, it's not as major. And that also might be Sam's reasoning for not putting another gymnast in, because maybe we don't have a 10.0. But we can always drop that score. So I think it's just a smart, healthy decision.
Goes D'Avra Todd.
Yurchenko full.
And lots of air on that one.
Nice little power.
A little bit of
drop
a
there.
hobble on the landing, but she pulled it off. She's all smiles with her teammates. See lots of air there. Good form, tight.
That was a good
through the
save.
air.
She's a very powerful gymnast. Before taking too many steps, she saved that. Saluted to the judges.
And yeah, she could feel herself falling back, it looked like, and knew she had to come up clean and make it look like that's what she meant to do. And hopefully she pulled that off, and
she looked pretty pleased
we'll get
with
many
it, so
deductions.
that's good.
So, yeah, great vault there by D'Avra. So that's all our vaulters for competition.
On the ball, D'Avra Todd scores 9.85.
Okay. So we don't have our scores yet for Yvette and D'Avra, but we'll get those to you when we come back. We're gonna take a short break here during rotations, and we actually did just get those scores. Yvette got a 9.725, and D'Avra scored a 9.85. So pretty good start for the Broncos. Their team total right now is 48.825, and not all the scores in for Florida on the bars, but strong start for the Broncos. We're gonna take a break during this rotation, and we'll let you people watching on TV look at the interviews with the girls. Those of you that are watching on the internet, we'll just have to take a little break and come back to us in a few minutes.
Young and Carol, this is a tremendous effort by Frank, Mr. Team, Captain Bruce, Hassan, Dick, Release and Recap, Kip and Flight from Baltimore with Houston. And the environment will derive from the main competency of Ohio. The entire routine should flow from one movement to the next without pause. Extra training or visual instruction.
Yeah, daylight savings was not a good thing to have today.
I know. Are they cutting us off so that
I think so.
This rotation, the University of Florida Gators will begin on the ball with Katie Ruth. Boise State University.
Back now for our second rotation, where the Broncos will be on uneven bars.
Caitlin O'Donnell.
Florida's moved over to the vault. Starting us off on the bars is freshman Caitlin O'Donnell. Caitlin's a freshman out of Canada, and she's really had a chance here this year, later in this season, to break into the lineup, break into the rotations, and has done a pretty good job.
We have Pendle Kip, Kip Cast handstand, bail to hand. Oh, slightly missed her hand. Good recovery. There's giant full. Ginger.
And
Oh,
another
miss on her hand, but stayed on. Double back.
showing a lot of poise
Chocolate landing.
to save those. She had a couple of little slip ups there.
It's good
Lost
fighting
her
on
grip and
good fighting on her part, though.
yeah. So a little bit of a rough start there for the Broncos over on the bars, but
University of Florida,
we've got Katie Toller up next. The bars is where the Broncos struggled in the last meet as well, with a couple of falls on some transitions. Hopefully they've been able to work those problems out and can put up some strong numbers here today.
It's really hard to stay consistent on releases, and I mean you have to go through the same motion every time. And if you change one little thing, then that could cost you the fall.
Yeah, and that's why they go through and do so many repetitions throughout the week and throughout the season. How many times a week would you say that they practice their releases?
Well, I know every day. Like every day, you have to hit, the minimum of 3 routines, and then depending on what your assignment is for that day, you could have releases all day, and you have to make whatever. It also depends on the individual. So. Kitty is also a freshman, and she's from Las Vegas, Nevada. So she's breaking into the lineup, which is a good start for her.
Of course, the injuries this year to Lindsay Wagner and Taylor Jacobs have let some of these freshmen come in and
good pike Jaeger.
Make a difference for this team.
Nice handstand. Giant half to counter hand. A little short. She does a toe front dismount. Step on the landing. Pretty good routine. Sam looks pleased with that one.
And we got a score on Caitlin O'Donnell. She scored a 9-1. So we'll wait and see what Katie Toller scored there. Gonna take a look at the replay on this dismount.
Toe front, press the landing, rotate it a little bit, but was able to save it.
And that's a pretty difficult dismount, isn't it?
Yes, anytime you're going from just like a dead stop to going forward, it's hard to do a flip from out of that.
So what's a difficulty degree on that one?
That is, I think it's a D for a dismount. Like bars, they have different. It's not scoring for your whole thing since there's so many different parts. Each element that you have or that you compete is a skill, and that has a different point system of value on the A, B, C, D.
Okay. So D is a...
The higher you go, the higher the difficulty is for that skill.
Okay. And we take a look at Yvette Lazarick getting ready to go on bars. Yvette's another freshman and has been strong in the lineup all season for the Broncos. We've got a really young team this year. A lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores, and like we said in the past, that's going to help the Broncos out for next year. as all these young girls will have a lot more experience.
Straddle back, gets a handstand, toe shoot. She's going to do a giant full to a ginger, which is a release move. Solid catch. Double back, and she stuck the landing.
Great
Good
job
routine for Betty.
Everybody's pleased with her and her performance. And we're going to take a look at the replay of that dismount.
Toes are up, it's good. She sees the landing and presses.
Katie Toller scored a 9.5 on her bar routine. And as we wait for the score on Yvette, we're going to see D'Avertot get ready to go. She's going to use a vault for her first approach.
She's got the whole crowd clapping.
She's got a lot of energy, and apparently it spreads, and she's got quite a fan club here today. And it looks like people have been coming in.
Filling in, yeah.
The crowd looks a little bigger than when we started, so.
So straddle back for D. She's going to do an uprise right here to an inverted giant. Pike Jaeger. Good catch. Oops, looks like she messed up on her handstand half there. Good half. Double back. Small step. Pretty good. She covered up pretty well.
She looks a little disappointed with the routine, but no major problems with that routine, so should be a pretty solid score. But Lazarick got a 9.675. We're going to take a look at a replay of D'Avra's dismount.
She gets so high, continuous flip, sees it.
A little step back right there is going to cost her, but not too much. And Aaliyah Lone is getting ready to go. Aaliyah, I believe, is a junior. Or is she a sophomore?
Aaliyah is a junior, but it looks like Katie Griffiths is up.
Oh, okay, so
I wonder if Aaliyah's not.
Maybe she was a late scratch. So Katie Griffiths is going to go, and she was in the original lineup, but slated to go 6th. So we'll have to wait until she's done with her routine to see what's going on and if Aaliyah is going to go today.
Katie's a junior too, so she's the only junior in that group competing for bars. So it's really cool how the freshmen have stepped up this year to fill the spots. Big reverse tech here. Oh, good catch. Counter hand. Looking pretty good. She's pretty clean and tight. She has a big dismount here, full in, full out.
A lot of speed, a lot of power shown by Katie Griffiths in that routine. And a little bit of a step back on the dismount, but a nice routine overall.
It's pretty good, so I think that might do it for the Broncos. I'm not sure if Aaliyah is competing.
On the scoreboard here, we do only have 5 again as
Yep.
we take a look at the replay. So it looks like Aaliyah Lone was a late scratch. And again, the Broncos will only put 5 into competition. So A lot of height, a lot of speed on the...
So her dismount is a half in, half out. I actually said full, but it's half in, half out. Just with the small step.
So Diabra Todd scored a 9.425. We'll wait and see what Katie Griffiths got, but with only 5 gymnasts again on bars, the Broncos were able to put up all 9s. I'm guessing Katie didn't have any major flaws there, so we should be pretty good overall.
And I believe her score just posted, so I think she got a 9.675. So not too bad for the Broncos.
9.675. Trailing a little bit behind this #1 Florida team, but putting up some good scores already. So we're going to take a quick break as we get ready to go to the next rotation. When we come back, the Broncos will be on the beam.
Team information, updated scores, pictures, stats, and game-by-game.
BroncosSports.com.
It's the party going on the dance floor. Because that's where the party's at, and you find out if you do that.
Okay, and so now we have the Broncos on the beam. They're getting ready. They just finished their warm-up. And right now we have 6 competing. And first up on beam, we're going to have Caitlin O'Donnell. So Katie's getting ready. She stepped out of the huddle to get focused, prepared.
First up on floor exercise from the University of Florida, Katie Ruby.
Katie has great rhythm and expression on this event. Her series is unusual, and the judges seem to love her style. She's a good performer overall. She mounts up. So this is their lead pass. Switch lead, wolf full. Get ready for a series. Front flip, half turn. That's an unusual skill and is very difficult. She did it amazingly. Looks like no wobbles there. So we have a one arm back handspring to a back pike salto. First series, she nails that. She looks pretty confident right now. Doing some little dance moves. Getting ready for a dismount, which is a front full. Step on the landing. She looks thrilled with that routine. Good way to start off for the Broncos. She's pretty excited. Her teammates are excited. Tina, that's the beam coach right there. Looks pretty impressed with her. Good way to start off the Broncos on beam with the freshman. She nails it. And up next on beam we have Brittany Dean. She's a sophomore from Oregon. She was a BSU cheerleader last year. So now she's moved into the gymnastics scene. Okay, we're going to have a replay here on Katie O'Donnell. Dismount. Good strong punch. Tight legs. Little forward momentum. Step on the landing. She looks pretty. She was amazed by that routine. That was good. So we have Brittany Dean. She's waiting for her turn. Okay, so Brittany made it up, and little dance moves coming into her series, which is a back handspring layout. Oh, step back, but she stayed on the beam. That's good. That's pretty solid. She's tight, very aggressive. This is a switch leap, straddle jump 3/4. It's a C, C, D, so she's getting +2 bonus for that. Nice recovery on her full turn. She turned a little too much. So side salto. Oh, good fight. Bend the knees. So she has her dismount coming up, which is a gainer pike. She's going off the end of the beam. Small step. Good routine for Brittany. So right now the Broncos are 2 for 2, hitting on balance beam, which is a good start. So up next on beam we have Diavra. She's a freshman from Atlanta, Georgia. She's getting ready.
What does Diavra have planned for us today?
I'll get back to that in a minute after
All right,
the replay.
let's take a look at this replay.
Gainer, pike, step on the end, but she hit her routine. Good job on that. Okay, so D, she's gonna show us some. She's gonna be powerful. She is the Broncos' like a surprise beam star that no one knows about. She started out with big skills, but she doesn't really have a lot of consistency. But she has developed into a key player on this event.
So, in your opinion, if it wasn't for Boise State's other two all-around gymnasts being injured this season, do you think Diavra would be on beam right now?
I do think she'd
or
be on
at least
beam.
earlier in the season?
Beam's lineup changes every week. It all depends. If you hit in the gym that week and beam and you're consistent, then you're going to be in lineup.
And Brittany Dean has actually been working all year to break in, and we see a unfortunate
See a fall on Diavra's back handspring layout.
But Brittany's been working all year, and she's been in exhibition a lot for the Broncos, so it's good to see her breaking into the competition.
Switch straddle for D. And usually, if you're going to be a key player on balance beam, that you'll do exhibition for a little bit just to get comfortable, just to get the feel of everything that you do, the crowd, everything, and then once you start hitting and other people don't, you get your chance in lineup. It's a good split jump full. She has cartwheel gainer full, step on the landing. Overall, it's a good routine for D, except for a fall.
She doesn't look very
happy about that.
Again, doesn't look very happy with the routine, but hopefully her teammates will be able to pick her up here, and that fall won't cost the Broncos. We do have 6 gymnasts on beam this time, so luckily we've got the full number, and we can drop a score if we need to. I'm gonna take a look at Diavra's.
Good cartwheel, big kick here, tight, small step on the landing.
And next up we have Katie Griffiths, who just got done with a solid routine on the bars.
She's also from Georgia, a junior.
So we've got the
see if she can go 2 for 2 for
Georgia
tonight.
girls going back to back here. Still waiting. I haven't seen any scores for Caitlin and Brittany. Katie Griffiths gets ready, waiting for the okay from the judge. Diavra's score was a 9.125, so a little low there for Diavra, but
She also had a fall, so
so that's gonna hurt her.
Katie's getting ready, and here she goes.
Up next on the floor for the Gators, Rebecca Seitzer.
Dance Katie has some good showmanship on this event. Here we go. Back handspring, layout. Nails
Nicely
it.
done.
Good job. Dance. Comes up, her leap pass is coming up. It's going to be a switch leap. Straddle jump.
Good. Saves it there.
Good full turn. Beat jump. Wolf full. Presses landing. Just coming up as her dismount. Katie's also doing a cartwheel gainer full, the same as Diavra. So how she does on the landing. Just a
Nice
small
job.
step in front. Her chest is down a little bit. Caused her to take a step, but overall, good routine for Katie.
And we got some scores up. Caitlin O'Donnell scored a 9.725 on her routine. Brittany Dean scored a 9.55. And Diavra Todd with a 9.125. Hopefully Katie Griffiths will be up there in the high nines and get rid of that 9.125. Hopefully none of the other gymnasts will make any mistakes, any major mistakes. If you take a look at the replay on Katie's dismount.
That was from a different angle that time. You could see how she was leaning forward a little bit, what that caused her to take that small step.
Up next on the beat for Boise State University, Kristen Aldridge.
Now we have Kristen Aldridge. And she was ranked third in the region on this event, but I'm not sure as of today what she's ranked. But she's been the Broncos' most consistent performer, and she's amazing on this event. She's going to be missed next year in the lineup.
Kristen, one of the two competing seniors for the Broncos this year, the other one being Tara Oberg, who is also up in beam. She'll follow Kristen. So we're saving our strong senior competitors for the last on beam here. And it's going to be tough for the Broncos to beat this #1 Florida team. But
Goes back handspring, 2 feet layout, nailed it, perfect.
nice job by Kristen.
She's pretty confident. She's going to go switch leap, straddle jump. Oh, she didn't do the other straddle jump. Looks like she was a little off, and she saved it. So switch leap. Gainer layout.
Nice job, lots of concentration there.
I think looks like she was a little off in her switch leap. She had to pull it back together before she could do her layout to stay on the beam. And she fell on her side salto. Gainer full dismount, stuck the landing.
So overall, a nice job by Kristen,
Nice
but that
routine.
fall's gonna cost her. And we'll see where she ends up after that.
We have a score for Katie Griffiths. She have a 9.55. Which isn't too bad.
Right now, the Broncos trail Florida by little over 3 points. We're going to take a look at the replay of this dismount here.
She had a nice big kick. She was tight. Pressed landing. Stuck it.
And it's going to be tough for the Broncos to come back and beat this #1 team, but they are putting up good scores, good numbers, and that's really a good sign still, despite what the outcome may be. But having that high score is always a good sign for the Broncos. Take a look at Tara getting ready to go.
The scores, they don't seem too outrageous, though, for both teams, so it's good that the judges are maintaining and keeping them even.
Well, the Broncos have been, they've had good performances today. A couple of falls here on beam will cost them. Kristen Aldrich got a 9.20. But overall, a good day for the Broncos.
Okay, Tara series coming up, which is the side aerial, quarter.
Tara's a beam specialist. This is the only event we'll see her in today.
Usually she does, if she misses her first series, she always has a backup series, but she nailed that first one pretty good, so it's not like she's going to do it today. Switch leap, tuck jump full, tuck jump 3/4. Good recovery for that. Gainer full dismount, press
Nice
landing.
job.
It's stuck.
Sticks the dismount, so Broncos will end on a good note there with Tara putting up a good score on beam. We'll see if we can get that before we go to break.
She looks very happy with her team. I think that's a relief for her because I think last meet she fell.
Gonna take a look at the replay of that dismount. Oh, not the dismount.
The tuck 3/4.
Is that a designed 3/4 or is that a...
Well, she's usually supposed to do a full, but I think she was a little short. She was trying to save it so she didn't fall off the beam, so she went with the 3/4 on that, which is a good move by her.
The dismount's coming up.
Dismount again.
This is slow-mo.
I think so.
Here it comes.
She's got a big kick. Presses that landing.
Great dismount. And Tara scored a 9.65. And we're going to cut to break, so those of you that are watching online, take a little break and come back. We'll be here for the final rotation with the Broncos ending on floor. All right, we're back now for our final rotation. Broncos will end the afternoon on the floor. And as they gather and get ready to finish up here, the Gators are taking over on beam. Just take a look inside the huddle, and those visitors to the huddle there look like they're members of a gymnastics camp or something like that. They've got autographs from the girls on the backs of their shirts, so this has got to be real exciting for them.
Yeah, they're probably enjoying it. They probably don't. Like, I don't even know what she's talking about, but sounds good. Just a few comments for Floor. The Broncos, they've shown tremendous improvement in their dance, like both the choreography and their expressions on their face, and I know it's something that they've been practicing a lot. And this comes from our new volunteer coach, Patty. And Patty's one of the most nation's renowned choreographers and has a very technical eye that is helping the Broncos improve on this event.
Right.
So
nice to have her around.
Yeah, the girls really like her, and she's brought a lot to the table right now for them. So
some of you may have noticed that we're not having any exhibition performances today. It's late in the season, and Coach Sandmeyer may have decided to forego that to preserve some of her gymnasts, many of whom are injured. So late in the season, she's trying to save her girls from getting too banged up before we go into championships. So take a look at Kaylin O'Donnell starting off on the floor for the Broncos.
Her first pass is a front through to double pike.
A little bit of stumble there.
I think she was trying to stick the landing.
Way forward.
Front full. It was clean and solid. Does some of her dance. Wolf full, Popa. And that was just a wolf 1.5. So her last pass is coming up, and she's going to be doing a double full.
And we see some of that choreography that the volunteer coach has put into the routine there. There she goes on her last pass.
Good and solid.
So nice job.
Good performance.
Way to get started. And next up is Rocky Turnbow. And Rocky hasn't been doing floor much this season.
This is actually her debut on floor, I believe. She's also a freshman.
So exciting. She's been working hard to break into the lineup. And we're going to take a look at a replay of Caitlin's final pass.
Good stress, tight twisting in the air. She looks for the landing, and she presses, sees it. Good finish for her.
And right now she's collecting fives from the girls that are here to watch. It's fun for the girls and it's fun for gymnasts to have a little extra fan club here today.
Especially if they get to be on the floor.
Yeah.
Gets them pumped up. Got all Rocky's mats set up for her on the floor. Looks like she's ready to go.
Comes the first pass.
It's a double pike or tuck. Oh, solid.
Nails it. For this being her first floor routine of the season, she doesn't look to be very nervous. She looks like she's got a lot of energy and is just having fun out there.
Okay, your second pass. It's going to be front handspring, front layout, front tuck.
A little bit short there.
I think she's supposed to do another layout there, but she saved it and did a tuck so she didn't fall. Last pass is coming up. So 1.5 to punch front. Solid. Good debut for her.
She's very pleased with her routine. Big smile on the face.
Gives BSU another floor
Kel
competitor.
Turnbow. So yeah, exciting late in the season to have another one of our freshmen come out and perform well on her debut on floor. So
we have a score for Caitlin O'Donnell, which is a 9.475.
We've got a replay ready for Rocky's last pass.
So a good stretch into a round off.
It's a nice shot there.
She's doing a 1.5 twist to an immediate punch front. Sees the landing and punch. A little crooked on the mat, but she saves it.
Are the mats there because of the difficulty of the jumps?
It depends on the gymnast. Some gymnasts just like it there for comfort. It makes the landing a little softer, and others just, they like it. That's what they use in the gym all the time, so that's what they're going to use in the competition. Keep it the same. They don't like to change things up.
Yeah. So here we take a look at Ruthie Pennington, who's third in the lineup on the floor for the Broncos.
Punch front to double pike.
A little bit of a stumble,
That's good. She saved it.
There.
She fell in that in warm-up.
A lot of air on that jump.
Has a Popa to a wolf full. So second passes should be a front layout. Handspring, front layout. Very nicely done. If you notice, the girls are looking at the gymnasts, their fellow teammates on the side. It's part of the new choreography Patty's putting in.
So she's including the teammates on the sidelines into the routine.
Yes. Just to make eye contact, so you're not looking down at the floor the whole time. It gives them something to look at, and brings their focus up, so their head's up and they look more presentable. Okay, so our last pass, we have a Rudy for a handspring 1.5. Which is very good. That's a good floor routine for Ruthie.
She gets high fives from her teammates and Coach Sandmeyer. Next up is going to be Kristen Aldrich. Followed by Diavertad and Yvette Lazaruk.
I would say Betty is the Bronco that we're going to want to watch on this event.
Okay. Take a look at the replay.
That's pretty good. She dropped her test a little, but she saved it with her landing and bringing it up into a lunge.
And you see Kristen getting herself mentally prepared. Waiting for the judges to give her the go-ahead.
Just going to be waiting. The judges are doing a conference on that last routine.
What do you think that's all about?
One of them maybe gave her a different skill on her leap jump.
Okay.
Just depends on the angle that the judge is sitting at. They can decide if it's if it's a full or if it's a 1.5 or double. Just depends on the angle the judge is sitting. If the gymnast fully executes her skill.
Okay.
So then they'll come out and they'll conference about that and see what they each think. And sometimes they'll give it to them and take like 10th or half 10th, and just all depends on what element they did.
So we've had a little conference and appear to have figured out whatever it is they were talking about. And why is what makes Yvette such a good competitor to look at on the floor routine?
What?
You said that.
I only heard half of that. I was like, what?
You said that Yvette is a gymnast
Yes.
we should watch
Yes.
on the floor routine.
She has tremendous power, and she just tumbles, and her leaps, her jumps, everything is so explosive, and it's just out of this world. And she's just amazing. When she does her routine, she performs to you. She draws the crowd into your routine.
Is that kind of a difficult? Is that not something that everybody necessarily has?
Yeah, it
That
depends on your
comes
personality.
easier to different gymnasts.
Some girls have to work on it more, but she doesn't have to work on that at all. So Kristen here, she's going to do a 2.5 to a punch front. Good, solid. Dancing it up, having a good time.
Working the crowd a little bit.
Switch side. Popa to a wolf full. Okay, your second pass coming up. This is going to be a double full. Nails it, beautiful. She's breathing, getting ready for the last tumbling pass. It's going to be a double back. Double pike. Oh, good job. Good finish. Good, solid routine
Nice
for
routine.
Kristen.
She looks happy. Teammates look happy. The crowd liked it. Let's see how the judges treat her. Still
Kristen's
waiting
parents
for-
are actually in the crowd today.
So that's got to be nice for her.
Her mom told her she'd come to every senior meet, so she's here all the time.
Wow. A lot of traveling for Mom.
Yeah. She enjoys it.
It's got to be tough for parents when their kids go away and are in events and they want to come and be a part of it, but traveling time and costs have got to be a pain. But
She likes to throw a double pike here. Usually she does a tuck.
nice form through the air, lots of
Good
air.
landing. Good solid routine for her.
Floor exercise for the Broncos. Up next is Deborah Todd.
So let's see if Dee is ready. She got over her beam. She's ready for floor. She's one of the girls that's very fun to watch. She's very entertaining for the crowd.
Strong presence and
Yep.
yeah, she definitely likes to work the crowd. She usually is the one that goes last for the Broncos. But Vet stepping into that slot tonight. And Diavra really likes to work the crowd on her routine. She really brings the energy up and gets the crowd into it.
Okay, so her first pass is a double pike. Very high. Good tumbling. Showing off her dance moves there. Just gonna go for handspring front layout,
Diavra's a little more smiley during this routine, but maybe after the fall on beam, she's concentrating a little bit harder, trying to get a good score for her team here.
She might be still a little bit upset from that. This is the part where there she goes. Oh, she's a little. There we go.
There it is.
She's concentrating really hard on this routine, so. Double tuck. Oh, good save, good landing.
A lot of the girls end their session pretty shortly afterwards, but Diavra likes to work the crowd a little bit there at the end. And a nice routine by Diavra. We got some scores up. Raquel Turnbow got a 9.35. Ruthie Pennington scored a 9.2. And Kristen Aldrich with a 9.75. So great job for Kristen. And here's a look at Diavra's final pass.
Double tuck. She opened up a little early, so that made her step forward, but she was able to save it.
And a little bit of dancing at the end. She looks tired. Pleased with that performance, but tired. And take a look at our cameraman / producer, Mike Sullivan, getting us good shots today. And Yvette Lazaruk getting ready to close up the floor routine for the Broncos. And Yvette really has another strong presence on the floor, different than Diavra, but still very strong and commands a lot of attention while she's out there.
Yeah, each gymnast has their individual, unique personality that they bring, and it really shows off in their floor routine on what their personality is like and who they are. Okay, so Betty's first pass is a double back. Sky high. Good landing.
Lots of air.
Showing it off for the crowd. Turgite full. Getting ready for a second pass, which is a front layout, front full. Very nicely done.
Nice form there. And everything tight.
So that was a switch quarter Popa. Doing some slow dance, breathing for her last pass.
Does that kind of save up the energy a little bit?
Yeah.
Have a
We
chance
always
to
try to
regroup
choreograph something making there that's small that doesn't take a lot of energy. So whip to immediate double full on her landing. Looks like she was close to the edge. She just finished immediately.
So that could cost her a little bit with the foot being out there on the end, but great, beautiful routine there for Yvette. And that'll do it for the Broncos today. We'll wait and see what our scores are. D'Avertad scored a 9.675. Excuse me. And the Gators scores are all in and final, and their final team score is a 197.25. So really strong scoring there for Florida. We see why they're the number one team in the nation. We're going to take a look at Yvette's last pass.
Okay, so here, this is it's called a round off, and then a whip to immediate double full. Little leg separation there. She had a lot of energy, so she stepped out. She just finished out of bounds. Not sure what the judges are going to take on that deduction and how they're going to count that into her score.
Well, she scored a 9.6, so
they could probably take 2/10 on
not
that.
bad. So the final score for the Broncos tonight is 191.725. So again, they've scored over that 190 barrier, which is crucial and is always a good thing to see, but they fall a little bit short of the number one team in the nation, the Florida Gators, who came in and put on a great show and showed why they are number one here today. But
Yeah, they did. And
great job for our girls to keep their composure.
they
going
did.
up
I was really
against-
impressed. They kept their composure through the whole thing, and they're getting better each and every meet. And, it's just the number of falls, and once they get everyone healthy and get everyone back in lineup, they're going to be really good.
So when championships come around, then that we'll be peaking, and
Yeah, that's when we plan on
that's
peaking
what
these
we want,
championships, and then from there
letting
on.
some girls get healthy and getting ready for that final, the end of the season run. So thanks a lot for tuning in today. I'm Ryan Nowak.
I'm Lindsay Thomas.
Thanks again for coming out, and go enjoy the weather. Have a good afternoon.